Good evening, namaste. I welcome you all. My name is Sury Soni. I'm trustee of Federation of Indian Association Victoria and AICCT. This VICHAR webinar is an initiative of FIAV. For many years, I've been doing community service. I believe there's a huge pool of talent in the community, but there was a gap of people to people connect. Hence, this VICHAR webinar is an open platform for the community in Victoria in general, but at times we bring in speakers from interstate as well as from overseas. The idea of this webinar series is to share your struggle and wisdom you build over the years, your expertise, you spend your life to build that talent. We want you to share your ideas that if you want to go back in time, how would you do it differently? And what are the blockers in general? How you would help newcomers into this space, into your area of specialization? What are the thresholds and how to overcome those thresholds in general? So I personally believe we can learn and acquire any and many new skills in life, and we are very fortunate to have lots of talented people in the community. Without further delay, I welcome our speaker tonight, Neha Goel ji, welcome. And she's been joined with her husband, Rishabh ji, welcome. You both are good friends from many years. And briefly, I'll give very short introduction because we are fortunate. Rishabh ji will give more elaborated, more comprehensive introduction to Neha ji. So my very short introduction to Neha ji is she's a chartered accountant, also holistic children program facilitator, NLP and hypnotherapy practitioner. And tonight she is going to speak on rooted and rising, why cultural foundations matter for our children in modern times. You both are doing great job for the community, and I really felt that your story need to be told, your vision, your idea, and your thought process need to be listened. And with with that, without further delay, I'll request Rishabh ji to give more elaborated introduction to Neha ji. Over to you, Rishabh.
Sure, thank you. Thank you, Suriji. Our voice is clear?
Yes, perfect.
All right, thank you. So, namaste everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Rishabh, and together with my wife Neha. So, we facilitate the Shiv Yoga School of Immortal classes here in Berwick, Victoria. The founder of this program is Dr. Ishan Shivanand, and who is our Shiv Yoga master. And tonight, Neha is going to share with you why cultural foundation matters for our kids growing up here in Australia. And she will talk about our Sanatan heritage, the science behind it, and the practical things we can do as a parents. And Neha is CA by profession. She has got degree in Indian Chartered Accountant as well as in Australia. She has recently got trained in NLP and hypnotherapy. She is doing practice sessions these days. But most importantly, she is incredibly passionate about helping kids stay rooted while they rise. So I'll keep this short because she has got a lot to share with you all. So Neha, over to you and let me share the screen. Yes, over to presenter mode.
Hmm.
Is it in presenter
Yes.
mode or no? Not yet.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah. We are in second screen, not on the first. We are third screen. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the first. Yeah.
Namaste, everyone. My humble regards to all the elderly who have joined us for this webinar, and regards to everyone, youngsters, if any, or of course, uh, adults, parents. This webinar is very important because I want to bring in everyone's forefront things, the side of things, the side of culture that we have been missing, so that we can enroot them in our kids. And it's very important. So, this wisdom we have gained from our masters, our enlightened masters, and I am here to bring it in to everyone because it's very important to open our eyes and see a very important part of Sanatan that we need to imbibe in our own life and in life of our kids to help them grow and reach their highest potentials. So the it's a very important and a sensitive topic rooted in rising. Why cultural foundations matter for our children in modern times. So first and foremost, if our children know who they are, they don't fear the world, they contribute to the world. So, why it's important for our children to have a cultural identity? First and foremost, next slide, identity and purpose. Our kids need to know who they are, where they belong, because without that, they are just floating. They need to have a direction to move on in life, a purpose in life. Emotional resilience. Life is going to throw challenges at them, peer pressure, failures, heartbreaks, whatever it is. But when they have that inner strength, those cultural roots, they can actually handle it. They won't crumble. Number three, clear values. Culture gives them values. Values are like compass. When your child makes a decision, should I do this or not? They have something to guide them. Not just what will my friends think, but what should I actually stand for? Then we have confidence. When kids know their heritage, when they are proud of from where they come from, it builds their self-worth. They are not embarrassed, they are not hiding. They are walking with their heads high. And number five is belongingness. They feel connected to family, to community, to something bigger than themselves. They have a bigger vision. And in Melbourne, in Australia, where everything can feel a bit isolated sometimes, that sense of belongingness is everything. And number six is rooted growth. So, you know that saying, the deeper the roots, the taller the tree. Same thing. When our kids have strong roots, they can rise high. They can go anywhere, do anything, because they're not scared of losing themselves. Without roots, children feel lost. With roots, they soar high and high. And that's why it matters.
Okay.
So now, next. Now, this is a diversity tree. India's diversity that's rooted in Sanatan Dharma. So you can see that the origin of all the north, east, west, north, south, east, west diversities that we have, the festivals we celebrate, the art and music we have, the traditional dances, the Bharatnatyam, Bhangra, Kathakali, the sacred stories of Ramayana, Krishna, Shiva, all this actually comes from the same source, and that is our Sanatan. Various languages like Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, Sanskrit. What is the root of all this? Is our Sanatan. That's our eternal roots. So, actually, when we are when we are exposing our kids to our culture, our festivals, different forms of art and music, languages, which we definitely do, and we enjoy different festivals, we also need to introduce them to the core, the root of it, from where all this came, all this originated. And that is our Sanatan Dharma, the eternal duty. Next slide. Now, this slide is a very important slide because it will expose and it will show us, it will help us rethink, do we actually know our Sanatan well? Because as per us, the traditions that has been passed on from the past generations to us, we think that is our culture and we have been following that. May it be particular format of doing puja, may it be festivals and the do's and don'ts to perform it, etc., etc. May it be stories, but do we actually know that these past generations, they have actually encountered a lot of disruption? If we see, yeah, just 1 second. Now, the first part of the slide is the ancient knowledge when we had Nalanda University, Takshashila, when actual everyone was taught Sanatan, when everyone used to live as a Sanatani, live on the limbs of Sanatan. They evolved to their highest potential. They were great researchers, they were great scholars, they were great Maharshis. Because Sanatan used to, as per Sanatan, that is the eternal duty, which always states God is within us. So people used to work on evolving themselves and to reach the highest potential, and then they used to do great contributions to the society and the community. But then later, when we had foreign invasions happening, so the middle part, the chain of this knowledge was broken. The middle part, you'll see the universities getting burned, scriptures getting burned, Takshashila declines and disappears, Nalanda University destroys, libraries burned, centuries following Gurukul and knowledge transmission disrupted. And you know why this happened? Because these invaders, they knew that our Sanatan, our culture was so strong that if our culture is not distorted and disrupted, we can never be enslaved. We will always live as kings. So the first thing they did was they disrupted the culture. Because, and then we were made to believe that that sense of separacy from the divine, that divine is actually away from us. God is somewhere living in the sky who is judging us, and we are just left. We can just pray and we have to accept our fate. So it went completely against what Sanatan taught us. That is union of divine. So this brought a sense of separacy from the divine. And now from that comes all our past generations. And then comes the last part of this slide is the traditions, right? Wherein the deeper meaning just fades away.
This one.
Yeah, the deeper meaning fades away. And what are people doing here? They are celebrating, they are gathering, okay, they are reading stories, but do they know the core of it? Uh, why divine manifested in form of Rama, Krishna, in form of Hanumana? Sanatan preaches God is one, but from time to time, when humanity needed direction, divinity manifested in form of Rama, Krishna, Hanumana to teach us how to overcome our problems and to help humanity. So, but now, as just the tradition is remaining, do we actually know the deeper meaning to it? So, this slide actually represents the timeline of the oldest ancient wisdom, then coming to the chain of knowledge that was broken, and how just the tradition remain and the deeper meaning just fades away. But it's time to reconnect with our roots, restore where we belong to. So to connect our kids to our roots, we need to show them our real roots. So this is a slide just to showcase the great work that our scholars, our maharshis have done, that even now is used by everyone, like in their different fields or spheres of research. This timeline, 1500 BCE to 1900 CE, 3,500 years of knowledge. Look at these faces. These aren't just random people from mythology, they are actual scholars. Adi Shankaracharya, Aryabhat, Vahara Mihra, Shushruta, Charaka, medicine, surgery, astronomy, mathematics, the concept of zero that came from Aryabhat, medieval period, Ramanujacharya, Bhaskara. They were working on calculus concepts centuries before Newton. And then the modern period, Jagdish Chandra Bose, C.V. Raman, Nobel Prize winners, scientists whose work is still being used today in physics and in wireless communication. So they have done some great work for the community. They are actual holders of our Sanatan because they have evolved. They have actually evolved and they have connected with their divine within. That is what our Sanatan preaches us.
Talked about already.
Yeah, so this is a table that shows the great scholars we had Aryabhat, Vaharamira, Patanjali, Kannada, Charaka, Susruta. Now, what does our Sanatan preaches? Aham Brahmasmi. It means the entire universe is within me as good as outside. Now, what does it we mean by saying we are not weak, we are not helpless, we are the creators of our own destiny? So when we practice Sanatan Dharma, the goal is not to make kids religious. The goal is to help them reach their highest potential. And what does this teach children? Self-confidence and inner strength. When they believe the universe is within me, they are not looking outside for validation. They know they have everything that they need is inside. They understand they are capable, they are creative, they are responsible for their choices. And it reduces the helplessness and fear. Even when life gets hard, they don't give up. They know I have the power to create my own path. So when we teach our children Aham Brahmasmi, we are not teaching them to be arrogant. Actually, we are teaching them to be empowered. The four limbs of Sanatan. Sadhana, quieting our mind, improving focus in studies, reduces anxieties and stress, manages emotions, builds patience. Yoga, mastering body and breath, simple postures and conscious breathing for strength, flexibility, coordination, energy and immunity, discipline and self care. Mantra japa for purifying the thoughts. Satsang to learn the wisdom from the scriptures and from the enlightened beings. So these are the four limbs of Sanatan which can actually help us evolve and help us tap our highest potential. So actually, it's not just about teaching our kids. We as adults need to practice them to actually connect to our inner being. So when children practice these four limbs, they are confident, self-aware, compassionate and kind, healthy mind, body, spirit, emotionally intelligent. Of course, they are creative. They become problem solvers, resilient in the fast-paced world. They are ready to create their own destiny while respecting the world. So they become strong, resilient beings.
Next
Yeah.
one.
Now, I would like to talk about the Shivyog School of Immortals. So, the Shivyog School of Immortals, the founder is Dr. Ishan Shivanand. He's a self-realized master who is carrying the lineage of Siddhas, uh, the sacred lineage of Siddhas that comes from Dakshinamurti Bhagwan, that's called the mortal form of Shiva, to Dattatreya, Gorakhnath, Matsyendranath, and just I'm showing you the lineage. Actually, I should have. Lord Dakshinamurti, Bhagwan Dattatreya, Matsyendranath, Gorakhnath, 108 Swami Jagannath, Dr. Avdhut Baba Shivanand. So this is a self-realized, the lineage of self-realized masters. And currently Dr. Ishan Shivanand. And he's the founder of it. He has done a great research work, and I'll talk on him. But before that, just to give you a heads up on what is Shivyog School of Immortals, it's a holistic program that covers, that focuses on all around development of a child, which includes breath work, which includes different forms of yoga, which includes mantra, which includes telling the scriptures along with a hidden meaning to the kids, and dhyan, sadhana. So, and it's great to introduce sadhana, breath work, and the real meaning of our scriptures to kids from a very young age, so that they actually feel proud of their roots. They know, they have that clarity of mind, that actually what are their roots and from where they come. Yeah. So about Acharya Shivanand, uh, Ishan Shivanand ji, he he is of course the 21 generation yogic. He belongs to the 21 generation yogic lineage, and spent his formative years in Indian monasteries under Babaji guidance. Avdhut Baba Shivanand, who is a self-realized master of Shiv Yoga lineage. So Shiv Yoga, Babaji said Shiv Yoga is science beyond the science. The science, actually, spirituality is a science. This And it's for raising the consciousness. So of course, it's in itself, it's a big topic. So now I'm not going in that much into detail of that, but yeah. So Ishan Shivanand, 20 plus years of deep training in breathwork, meditation, yogic sciences, ancient martial arts, herbal medicine, healing disciplines, choose to share closely guarded wisdom with the world instead of keeping it limited. He's the founder of Yoga of Immortals, the evidence-based system helping millions heal from trauma, anxiety, depression, burnout. And there were some researches done and great results came out. So I can actually add that slide too in this PPT for proper. And he has also uh, tied up with IIT Roper for some scholarship programs, and he is a lecturer in he has been a lecturer in the Sri Ram Sharma College and in universities. He has been a lecturer in Google Research, Amazon, Mayo Clinic, MD Anderson. So he has done a great work for the community. So he is the founder, and currently he supervises. He under his supervision, the content is prepared of the Shivyok School of Immortals. So actually, this comes from a very authentic lineage. Like when we go to YouTube, we search different. We want to search stories of Sanatan, but we see there's so much of distorted content. We always want to choose something that's authentic. So I would say Shivyok School of Immortals is a very authentic program because the source is directly coming from the Siddhas, from enlightened beings. So that's what I would like to share a small clip of Shivyok School of Immortals that we currently it's being run in our house, and also in Victoria we have other two places where the Shivyok School of Immortals is being run. Yash at in Point Cook at Yashashri Ji's house, and also at Windham Vale. So please, if you're interested, please spread the word, because these are free classes for kids of all age groups, out of out of unconditional love. These masters want most of the kids to avail it. So moving on to just starting that link.
To just Just give one.
showing a glimpse of the School of Immortals that's happening every Sunday. It's a global program. It happens all around the world, but in Victoria, it's happening at 3 places currently every Sunday.
Yeah. Can you pause for a second? Uh, Next to your audio button, you can choose original sound for musicians. Otherwise, default option in Zoom is to do noise removal, so your audio will not be audible to the audience otherwise. So next to the icon for audio, there's a pull up or drop down. I can stop sharing if you want to fix the audio first. And then choose microphone modes into original sound for musicians.
Original sounds for musicians. Correct.
You found the option?
So in
If you did not find, first stop sharing the screen so that you can see the controls better. Now next to the audio on your left hand side at the bottom,
Left hand side, the bottom.
where you see audio icon, click on the button next to it, pull up button where show microphone modes.
yes, yeah.
Is there original sound for musicians?
Yes, yeah, got it. Okay,
Now you can share the screen again.
thank you. 1 second. Just sharing.
एक और वीडियो है हमसे शेयरिंग with you.
ठीक है.
Share this video. I've shared one more
Which one?
in your, in your chat. You see my.
That's okay.
केविन जी ने शेयर किया था. Share that video too. Wait. I've shared it to you. Oh, sorry, didn't get it.
One more video, right?
Yashashri ji and Kevin ji, would you like to add something?
Maybe you want to briefly introduce.
Yeah, Yashashri ji, she actually is also one of the facilitators of Shiv Yoga School of Immortals, and she's in Point Cook. So currently, this program is also being run in Point Cook, in her house. And Kevin ji is a coordinator of Australia and New Zealand for Shiv Yoga. So
Let me share one more
yeah,
video.
one more video, yeah.
And then
So this program started, I think, around 4 months back.
Yeah, I think we get the idea.
All right. So,
Yeah.
No, very interesting. You guys have been doing very good hard work. Yashashri ji, anything you want to add? Kevin ji?
No, I think Neha have pretty much explained everything. But yeah, anyone from the western suburbs, if they like to join the School of Immortals in Western area, they can definitely let us know, and we can, Neha can share the contact with them, and they are most welcome to join.
Yeah, thank you. Kevin
And
ji, anything you want to add?
again, to mention, these classes are free of cost for children of all age groups.
Yep,
So, yeah, it's a selfless service. Yeah. So,
that's really good. Good job. Anything you want to add, Kevin ji?
Namaste, everyone. Yeah, so thank you, first of all, Soniji, for this platform. And I think Nehaji um, gave an overview of a School of Immortals about Sanatan Dharma. And especially, these days it is very important for the new generation, even for our generation, to to be connected with Sanatan Dharma. So we are gifted with, with the knowledge of, we have access, to Sanatan Dharma, and we should, um, make the most of the knowledge that our ancestors have have been building on. And yeah, so in terms of School of Immortals, so this is actually being run globally across like all the continents. And I'm based in Auckland myself, in New Zealand. And in less than 4 months, we've seen like so much of improvements, uh, like in children. There's one case, of one little boy who had ADHD and couldn't focus at school, and just after 3 months, like he was able to nail his exams, and he's doing great nowadays. He can focus a lot better than before. Yeah, that's a little about it. And there are so much of information, about Shiv Yoga, Yoga Vimotal. So I do invite you to, visit the website or check out our the Facebook pages for Ishan Shivanan and for Shiv Yoga as well. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Yep, over to you, Neha ji.
yes, Soniji, thank you for this chance. So,
for
I'm
having
done with now. I'm open to any kind of queries or questions if the audience have.
Yep, floor is open, everyone. Anyone wants to ask any question to Neha ji and the team?
This is Mahendra Goel, Neha, and others.
Namaste,
Can you
Uncle
hear me?
Ji.
Namaste, bhai.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I was thinking that the main attraction is how to get kids. That's the first thing, because kids are under control of their parents, right?
Yes, correct, Uncle.
So, unless the parents know that this program is best for kids, then they can bring, or they can at least introduce things. So that's my first question. Okay.
Yeah.
So how you would attract the kids? That's the main thing in Melbourne. Second thing is that school or anything is based on any literature like Gita, Ramayana, or anything you have something that can be structured from that one. That's another thing.
Yeah. So, Uncle Ji, good questions, Uncle Ji. Firstly, about how to attract the kids. Like, because I have seen this. Like, I have been facilitating the School of Immortals since 4 months, and I have seen parents like me. Like, I have also a 5-year-old kid. We always search for something because I have seen this cultural awareness is being created in the parents. Although we might not know what our culture, like about our Sanatan, but still we feel that being in Melbourne, we need to connect our kids to our roots. So I have seen this awareness in parents. Although sometimes they're juggling with so many things that they're not able to bring their kids regularly, or they have so many distractions. But still, I have seen that they always have this feeling that wherever possible, they will always want to bring their kids. And if we actually are able to explain them that, see, this is a holistic program which will cover all aspects, which will cover yoga and breath work, which will cover the mantras, sacred mantras. I mean, these mantras you won't find anywhere else. Like, we had Dakshinamurti mantra, we had Durga 32 names, which even small kids can chant now. We had Mahamrityunjay mantra, the special mantra, Shiva mantra. We had several other sacred scriptures like Durga Shaptashati. Like, I give you an example, Uncle Ji. Now currently we have Durga Shaptashati we had going on. So in Durga Shaptashati, we know, all of us know that Devi Ma, she killed the demons, right? She killed Mahishasur, she killed Raktbij, she killed Chandamund, she killed Shumbh Nishumb. But do we know that what is the deeper meaning to it? I mean, these are just stories. When we say that we do the part of Durga Shaptashati, okay, we sit and we did the part. But what about that inner core of Durga Shaptashati? So Shivyog, here Shivyog is different. Shivyog teaches that to the kids. So actually, these different demons, they are emotions inside us. Like Mahishasur represents the anger inside us. Mahishasur, he has this special characteristic of taking different forms. He used to take different forms. Like, the anger in us takes different forms. Sometimes it will come out as crying, sometimes ignoring, sometimes throwing things. So now this is how, the School of Immortals, Ishan Bhaiya, he explains the kids. See, every story has a deeper meaning. Always look into that. So then it's okay. Now we recognize that all these demons are actually within us. And when we chant the name of the Devi, Mahamaya, the Shakti of the universe, in a certain way, then she helps us, that Shakti helps us to kill the demons inside so that they can't overpower us. So that we don't react to situations when we are overpowered by these emotions like anger, like doubt, confusion, like attraction and repulsion. Like, one more, in the first episode, it was about the story about two demons, uh, Madhu Ketab. So, what does that represent? We know their story that Devi Ma killed them, killed these demons, but they represent attraction and repulsion. Attraction towards bad things and repulsion from good things. So for the kids, now it's easy to relate. Now when we tell them, they know the Grantha, Durga Shaptashati, they know what is the significance of that Grantha. They know that actually it's about the Shakti of Mahamaya and how she can help us. How, when we connect to that Shakti in sadhana, when we chant a particular mantra, when we do a particular breath work and sadhana, we can actually kill those demons inside us. So there where the difference lies.
No, so the question was that how do you attract kids, and
Yeah, that's
and what are the
Sorry.
authentic sources of scriptures you follow or something? So maybe
that's correct. You giving me wrong answer, but I know
Yeah.
that what Surya is saying is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Uncle. So, authentic source, like it covers a wide variety of scriptures. I would say just started 4 months back. So, it covered Durga Shaptashati. It covered some Shiv Puran, and actually a wider. But I will be able to answer you this. I mean, I need to think how I should frame it. I'll definitely be able to answer this to you. Might be not now, but I'll definitely answer it to you
Fine, no problem. Yeah,
Yeah. I have to actually,
That's okay. That's okay.
that's all right.
What
yeah.
about what about getting their parents in that? Because if parents will come,
Hmm.
then definitely kids definitely will come, I believe, And if
Yeah.
parents know these things, then they
Hmm.
can teach in a better way.
Actually, Uncle, that's what we are trying to do. We are trying to spread the word and reach the higher audience as much as we can, because this is the need of the hour. Even parents should be aware of like things. I mean, this kind of classes are going on. So it's actually all of us duty, I feel, that we spread the word and we help them to realize the importance of this. So that's why, like this, even Soni ji gave a chance that I can actually express about like how these classes are important, and I believe that if we play our part well, like uh, we can definitely spread the word.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, good.
And,
Really appreciate that.
uh,
Thanks.
really commendable, Neha ji. You guys are doing hard work and so if I can ask question and just curious mind, so don't mind my questions.
Mm-hmm.
What you said that you started this program from last 4 months. Where did
Mm-hmm.
this idea came to your mind? How did you thought to start this thing or give back to the community or do something about the kids? Where this idea popped in your mind in the first place?
Actually, we have been connected to Shivyog since long, and I mean, this is the opportunity that has been given to the masters, from the masters to us. So I mean, actually on this kids project, since long work was being done, so we got this opportunity to facilitate in our house. So I always wanted this because I understand the importance of, I mean, getting our kids connected to our roots. I have always been searching for some things like this. Like I have went to several places taking my 5-year old. When she was 3-year old, 4-year old, I used to take her. I mean, how I should connect her. So once this opportunity came to me that I can do it in my house, I can facilitate it. So I was definitely in for it because I understand that it's very important for our kids to uh, get connected, get introduced to what our Sanatan is. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Ravi, your question.
I want to begin with Neha ji, Rishabh ji. What an incredible initiative. I think the effect it will have on our kids, I can only sort of imagine the potential. It has mix of everything that is the need of the hour. So first of all, kudos, excellent work. Rishabh ji, you did give me, like when we visited you, you gave me an example of how a particular guru impacted your life. Is this the same guru or is
It's a
it?
long back. That's a 2006-7 when I was studying in college. And the
Okay.
first time I introduced to such thing like spirituality, I never believed like those things. So
Yeah.
I met a saint, and that saint was in what we are called Namisharan, near to Lucknow. So that was a very sacred place, kind of ancient, like Rishi Munis used to live there, used to.
Oh, but
So yeah, first time I visited there, I met someone, and that something happened exceptionally, which changed my way of thinking. And after the next year, I wanted to do something like to introduce such thing like any sadhana or any such kind of wisdom, so that I can be capable of doing something. So that was my inspiration. So the next year, I met Dr. Abdul Shivanand, and
okay.
that was 2007. Even the same, I think September 2007 in Lucknow, the
Yeah.
first time he conducted his first camp. So there was a kind of journey. The first I gave the example that day.
So Suriji, this family is very spiritual. I've known them very closely, and they've always been at the forefront to bring spirituality to the wider world. So I'm not surprised, with you guys joining this one and bringing. So thank you very much. I just have something which probably is related or not. I'm curious about cosmic farming because I had stumbled upon, Shiv Yog a while ago, and I think there were claims that through cosmic farming, the yield can increase and we don't need fertilizers and the water level increases. Now, these are some really extraordinary claims. I just wanted to sort of get your perspective on, have you seen in reality like how it works and all? Just want to know more about it.
Yeah, long back in 2012 to 2015, 16. During that time, even I was involved volunteering all those things. Used to go in village area, rural area, and conducted all the villagers and trying to understand what is Shiv Yoga. And Babaji that time gave them like some healing Shakti and mantras like Bij mantra of Mahamrityunjaya. And after chanting few months or maybe few weeks, they see the results. And they also used to have some kind of device that mantra is chanting throughout day and night, and they can invoke the Shakti and do the healing. So the result was really remarkable that time, and they all the got evidence and proof. Even I personally visited some of the villages nearby Lucknow area, in near Sitapur and those, yeah, village rural area. So I know personally, but it's hard to get because those people are very, coming from very education is the real challenge. So to make them understand that you need to go to very root level. So lots of hard work is required. Even Babaji is trying to simplify the things, but still lots of hard work of volunteers was required during that day. So yeah, that's my personal experience. But I don't know, after 2015, 16, things changes.
No,
So
but we had some great results. Actually, I would like to add to this because what is, I mean, this is a science, the energy science, we call it. So, healing Shakti, we call it Sanjeevani Shakti. Like, if you hear I mean, if you came across the story of our sages, that our sages used to have that Shakti, and they used to heal people when they had diseases. They would, like, if I tell you, have you heard about Reiki? So what is Reiki? Reiki is basically tapping that Shakti, that vibrations, that cosmic energy from the universe. Because actually this universe, this is also a sign that this universe is made up of vibrations, right? And everything has a particular vibration of its own. Every particular thing in this universe is vibrating at a certain frequency. So when we are initiated into energy, it's a very deep science. This is what our Sanatan actually teaches us. It's a part of our Sanatan only, like in connecting with that cosmic energy. So only the person who has that capability to transfer that energy to you can do this, and it happens, it works. If you so what is it actually? When we get initiated into the energy and when we invoke that energy, you will feel that vibrations running across your hands, and that energy can do wonders. It can, in fact, this cosmic farming, this was also something based on this energy. Like Baba used to initiate people with this energy, so they got that Shakti, and when they used to invoke that Shakti and send it to the crops, send it to their farms, they actually got miraculous results
with the right intention.
with the right intention. So there are many seminars that happened on this. Even there was a seminar wherein there was a live seminar wherein Baba healed someone's stone in front of everyone. And there were many doctors who were watching this actually. So even Baba Abdut Baba Shivanand has been awarded several accolades. Like he has been awarded with a doctorate degree in USA. And there is a special day celebrated in his name, Shivananda Day. If you search in the Google, you will find it. I mean, he has received several recognitions in USA for his work. The mayor, different states. I mean, he has done a great work. Actually, he is called the father of healing. So this is a science of Shakti. Actually, that's what. It's not something just limited to the books. I mean, it's more beyond that. It's about connecting our inner self. How to express that in words?
Now, don't express in words. I can see the energy coming in, so I'm
Yeah.
able to feel passionate about it. No, that's so wonderful.
Yeah.
And
So kind of.
speaking
I
of
will
there is this
Maybe
beautiful.
I would like to mention here a few things. As your question, Raviji, was about the cosmic for the farming. So basically, see, all these siddhas, basically their aim is always to help the community in one way or the other. And at that time period from 2012, there were very drought situations in Maharashtra and other states where all the farmers were struggling because of the drought and everything. So at that time, Babaji's main aim was to help them, help all the farmers in the way, and they know how to help them in a correct way, give them the confidence and help them to grow their farming and income and everything. So for that, they have given them the diksha of this Sanjeevani, the cosmic healing, and they used to heal their farms with that Shakti. And the proven result that like many farmers have experienced that their crops are growing very nicely and in a faster than what they were expecting. The duration and the quality of the fruits and grains was also very much improved than before. Many barren lands were they started producing again with this thing. So basically, that was the healing of earth. Then, apart from that, there is a healing of humanity, or we can say on a personal level also we can heal ourselves. We can cure our diseases through the same Shakti. Yeah, so basically it's a cosmic thing, and with that energy, we can do the miracles.
That's wonderful, Yashasri. Neha, I just wanted to add the reference point that you said that it's a science of vibration. So there is a physics theory which is called a string theory proposed by Brian Greene, which basically dives deep into this subject, and it basically says all subatomic particles are basically in a state of vibration, or they are frequencies in different. So I think if you learn that as well, I think you'll be able to better articulate the scientific part of it. But overall, it's quite profound, and thank you for sharing that information, Neha ji and Yashri ji. That is all from my end. Surya Bhaiya, over to you. Thank you.
Yep, thank you, Ravi, Neha, and everyone. Conscious of time, and any final question from the audience before I ask my final question? No further question from the audience. So if I think we got bit went bit deep into the subject, or rather the intent of this webinar was to keep focus on the cultural roots and cultural aspect. So again, I'll ask some question. The intent of the question is to provoke the critical thinking of why we need to go talk about cultural roots and all. So my question to you, Neha ji and Rishabh ji, is that there is a saying called "Jaisa desh vesa besh," ya when in Rome, do as Romans do. So how do you correlate that conflict that when you're in Australia, for example, do as Australians do versus connect back to your roots? So how do you address that that conflict of statement?
I, I think conflict is maybe not the right thing. Just say if a child knows internally what is the real root, and the child is proud of that one, and he really knows the meaning behind that and living those value as a inner, like within self, then he's quite strong from inner, and that reflects through his aura and personality. So because same thing happened, I have been vegetarian, non-alcoholic, away from anything since my young age, and all the school, like my college mates, and even these days they surprise. Even in Australia, you don't drink alcohol. How come it's possible? And I have and I never feel shame or I never feel low about these things because it's kind of proud thing. Initially, people may laugh, but if you are consistent, if you are very much profound and proud of what you are doing, and you know the real sense, and it's up to on your aura, because the same thing we teach to my kid Yashvi, it's up to you. Like, you need to influence the people. You should know what's your value. So people should be motivated by your wisdom, by your personality, rather than you get motivated by their thoughts. It's always
No,
good
it's
to
not
have
about motivating or influencing who is better. It's all about the simplicity and adapt the way of life. For example, isn't it? If somebody is coming to India, we will expect that they follow Indian tradition and things like that. But if somebody coming to any other place, for example, if we go into Aboriginal community here, we should respect how they behave when we live with them. For example, we should respect and behave and act like that rather than we start bringing our ideas. So just a thought-provoking question. I'm not challenging anything what you're saying. I'm just coming to the roots. And the reason I brought this question, because this may link back to the original question Mahendra uncle asked, that many young parents I interacted with in Victoria in last 15 years or so. Parents say that we are proud of our culture, but we want our kids to mix with the local culture. We don't want them to follow what we follow. We don't want to for them to be vegetarian and things like that. So that's the question. That's a counterintuitive question I'm asking. That may be general thought process among the people. Hence, when we want to attract kids or parents to such cultural roots program, we need to have a very deep, meaningful answer to this question. How would you address that concern if somebody may express this way? So, at no point I'm
Yeah, I understand.
challenging your
I
thought
completely
process,
understand.
but at the same time giving you food for thought, and you may not have to answer this now, but in maybe in coming sessions or any other interactions or engagement we do, you can always address it there. But something that may be seed to an idea how to bring attention of families and kids to bring come attract to these programs, what you're doing. So what you're doing is great job. Thank you, Uncle
like
Mahendra Uncle.
like like one example,
Mm-hmm.
in Australia or overseas, the ISKCON, Hare Krishna, they have very much deeply go into and connect with the Australians, or you mean foreign societies, and they people now, chanting and having peace and very good society. You mean in that way? So that's sort of thing, maybe I think, Surya. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, again, I'm not going or comparing anything here. I'm just giving the observation I did over the years and the confusion and dilemma people bring. Hence, it's our collective job to understand and address this concern and confusion people may have. Kevin, you want to add something?
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying in terms of, how to keep in touch with our Dharma being in Australia or New Zealand. I think the West has been adopting our culture a lot. If you look at yoga, in all countries, they are doing yoga. Some of them, unfortunately, they are branding yoga. They are having different types of yoga. But thanks to Shiv Yoga, we are, learning about the ancient yoga as it used to be. So no puppy yoga, no beer yoga, no wine yoga, just Sanatan Dharma type of Kriya yoga. And myself, I come from Mauritius. I'm like the fifth generation, like my ancestors came from India. But even in Mauritius, our language is French. We speak Creole. We have people from, different cultures from Africa, from Asia, from China, from Europe. But we have our own culture, but we also identify, as Hindus in Mauritius. We do follow Sanatan Dharma. If you go on YouTube and Facebook, you search for Mahashivratri in Mauritius, I'm sure many people like from abroad, they are surprised by our culture. And we like live with people like from different cultures. like it's really beautiful. We adapt to over people's culture. We mix with people. For example, if I'm at work or at school, we have people from all the cultures. So it doesn't mean that like what I'm
No,
trying to say, we can be in a different country but still be connected to our
no,
culture while respecting like everyone else.
no, appreciate and highly commendable example you've given, that Mauritius, Fiji. I've got lots of friends from Fiji, New Zealand, Indian origin people, and hello, yeah, and they do have a pride for the roots and culture and all, and they are very good example and reference model, I would say, that to follow and understand how they could preserve. People from Fiji, India still speak the very original language where they came from, Bihar or Punjab or something. They still, their grandchildren, third, fourth, fifth generation, still speaking that native language and all. But what I'm talking about is the new generation, present generation, last 10 years, 15 years, who are coming off from this modern India. I would say modern India, because if you compare your forefathers coming from India, was like before pre-independence India, the present 2000, the 21st century Indian from young generation coming here, the thought process is totally different. And I think Nehaji and you are targeting those young families. Targeting is the wrong word, but the target audience is that audience, right? Young families, kids, and all, and they are coming with totally different mindset and all, and hence I was very keen on this webinar topic, where we understand, dissect the idea of taking pride in the cultural roots and why it is important, even coming to the any other place, and without disrespecting any other place, local culture, but taking pride, and what are the opportunities. Again, I'm not challenging or debating anything here. What I'm saying is that's an observation I've done over the years and something to think about. And we can always continue this conversation in further future interactions as well, unless somebody want to make any closing comments. Yes, Kevin.
Yeah. So I just wanted, I know time is limited, I wanted to quickly add, for example, here in New Zealand, like when we started the School of Immortals, so obviously we were targeting not only people like from the Indian or Hindu community, but we had parents and kids from coming from Brazil. So at one point of time, we had people from representing like the most common like people from most common religious background attending, and the kids were loving it, even the parents were loving it, and they were getting to know more about the Sanatan Dharma, and especially younger kids like first generation in Australia or second generation in Australia. So thanks to this format that the School of Immortals is doing around the world, so like earlier we used to have like pundits and elderly people, they would tell us in their own way, but the younger kids would not relate to that. But now with the use of multimedia, AI and all, we are able to make animated sessions, trying to make them see things visually, and they tend to understand Sanatan Dharma better and experience Sanatan Dharma better.
That's really good. Yeah, highly appreciate it. Yeah. So with that note, any final comments from you, Nehaji, Rishabji, before we wrap up the session?
No, no, all good. Thanks for
Thanks
inviting
for
us.
this great session. It was a great mind-storming thing. I mean, at the end, especially with the questions. So, many things to rethink of and how we can represent it in a better way, because we know that information is coming from a very authentic source, right? But now we have to just, people should believe it. We should be able to tell like the right sources and the right things, like we have justified to some extent, but I feel that we can even add more to it. So we will definitely work on how better we can represent it so that
That's okay.
it convinces.
No, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. So it's not about, we're not selling anything. The idea is we're discussing as a community.
Yeah,
We
that's
are
what. Yeah,
engaging
yeah.
and connecting and understanding the root cause of the problem, and that's the whole idea.
Yes.
We are bringing, for example, right now 8 people. So 8 multiplied by how many years, 20 years of experience everyone has got. So 160 years of experience is discussing right now. So that's a powerful thing right now. So that's the whole idea about this VICHAR webinar, that we connect, engage, reflect, and improve. We become better person what we were 1 hour before. That's the whole idea. And as Kevin said, even if you can bring change in one person's life, if you could help heal one ADHD person, that's a and like that's a minimum you can do in life. You got big achievement in your life if you can bring a change in one person's life. That's all you have to aim for. We don't aim for 10, 100 millions. We aim for one.
Yeah,
One plus one will make 11 or millions
yeah,
out of that. So that's the goal.
yeah.
I
And
would
also
like
when you,
to.
yeah, sorry.
No,
Yeah,
no,
also
Kevin,
when
please.
you bring in, like-minded people together, so you are building a community, like a community of positive people, positive kids being together, and of course the vibration, will rise, and at the end of the day, you're having, happy kids.
Correct. Yeah. Nehaji, concluding point.
Yeah, even our observation, like that's what I thought that I should have actually. Now I'm thinking I should have added the outcomes, like what parent feel. I have a few regular kids who come to this, I mean, Shivyok School of Immortals, and they have great reviews and great experiences of their kids. Like kids actually, they were not used to chanting mantras. They are now chanting mantras. They are doing breath work before going to bed. They are doing 2 minute meditation before going to bed. They themselves tell that they themselves tell that now today's our class, mama please, I don't want to miss my class, please take me to my Sunday class. So the way the class is conducted, it's conducted in such a way that it impresses on the kid. So actually that's what I thought I should have actually added, the reviews of the kids who regularly attend in our forum. So that would have actually brought that angle, what the kid thinks about this, because even
A
that
good
is
idea.
important.
Yeah, again,
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
as I'm repeating myself, that the
Yes.
idea was not to just purely talk about
Shivyuk,
you
yeah,
shove
that of
over your
course.
class in
Yeah, yeah.
specific. That was definitely a trailing slides, but more about
Yes,
the
yes.
idea, the foundational ideas, why it is important,
Yes.
why. Whole idea of this webinars is to talk about why. Once we understand why, everybody will follow naturally attracted and follow what and how.
That's
So
true.
that's the whole purpose. But thank you so much. You have done great work. You have inspired lots of thoughts, and definitely we have learned something out of this webinar. Those who are watching it on YouTube, please definitely like, subscribe, and share. And please do attend these live webinars if you can. That way you can ask some direct questions to the speaker as well. With that note, Neha ji, Rishabh ji, thank you so much for taking your time for presentation tonight. Highly appreciate your hard work. Keep doing great work, and we'll be there to support you all the time. Thank you.
Thank
Best
you. Thank you so
wishes.
much.
Thank you. Sabko namaste. Joining.
Bye. Bye.
Namaste. Bye.